Pluto is a new anime series on Netflix, so today, let's see if it's worth your time. Hey everybody, my name is Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services like Netflix. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up-and-coming content. When the world's 7 most advanced robots and their human allies are murdered one by one, an inspector soon discovers that he's also in danger. So Pluto is a new 8-episode anime series that is a murder mystery reimagining of the greatest robot on Earth arc from the manga Astro Boy. I'm not too familiar with Astro Boy, but just the look of this anime series and the story itself really drew me in. And Netflix does a great job of bringing anime series to the small screen. And this is another reason why Netflix is killing it in the anime market, because this series is really good. It balances a lot of characters and stories that I find to be really, really intriguing. And the whole story is that there are 7 advanced robots that are being killed off one by one. We have this inspector that starts to dig deep into these murders and starts to kind of connect things. And he realizes that he may be next and he may be in danger. And so throughout these 8 episodes, you have this overarching murder mystery that really just captivates you and is where a lot of the drama and the thrilling scenes come from. But then you have these characters that feel very complex in a world that is designed so well. You have humans and robots that live together, but these robots seem so lifelike and they have emotions, they have families. And so you get to see this connection that these robots and humans have for each other and how they mourn the loss of these 7 robots and how they have played a huge part in their lives. So really early on, like in the first episode, we see this robot that was murdered and how people come together to mourn the life of that robot, and you just see that connection that they have. It's kind of emotional in the beginning of the series, and that is a strong start to it as we start to see how robots and humans live side by side. But you have those good heartfelt moments. You're going to have the other side of it as well. People who want these robots destroyed and not have humans and robots be allies. And so I like that nice balance to it. It wasn't just a story about how robots are bad, robots are taking over the world. You see the good in it. You see the relationships and you see the family. One of the robots in the, I believe it was the 2nd episode, that fights other robots, that he has a family and he wants to take his children to the zoo. He loves being a father. So you see these moments where a lot of these robots that are being murdered one by one have the personality to them, have the depth given to them very briefly to where you care about these characters. A lot of the success within this series is the growth of these characters. This inspector, right off the bat, there's not a lot to him, but as we understand this character, that's where you start to care about him. You start to look more at his tragic past, and then as these other characters are being killed off one by one, that is where he starts to be more of a rounded out character. This inspector that starts to try to protect the other robots along the way. But as he becomes like a hard-boiled inspector in the beginning, you kind of peel back this character a little bit throughout the series and you look at more of his tragic past and the way that he acts. And that was really impressive. And a lot of the success within that show is how these characters are depicted and you understand who they are and their flaws and all of their emotions, even if they are robots. And then you have Adam, aka Astro Boy, in this series, and looking at what inspired this character. It's interesting to see how it was changed for this series. And another likable character, as he's kind of just thrown into it all as well, and he is another character that is targeted. So this young boy and the relationship with his sister does feel very realistic, a character that you immediately latch onto, and a character that I enjoyed watching, a character that I liked seeing how he interacted with other robots throughout the series. But once you start to understand this character in the way that he's able to kind of understand what is happening to these other robots, and you get that sense of dread. The murder mystery is solid within the series, but once you kind of understand what is happening, that is where you have that urgency that's coming out and that dread that these characters are feeling, and how they are very cautious, and you just kind of creates like this that creates this cloud over everything, this dark cloud over the characters, and how they are navigating these robots being killed and how they may be next. And so I like that aspect to it, that it felt very dark at times, and you try to have these light moments of the robots and the humans' relationships. And the anime is absolutely beautiful. There are so many stunning sequences in here, dark storms that provide that sense of dread, a field of flowers that look absolutely beautiful, the expressions on the characters' faces, happy or sad. The anime style is really good, and there's a lot of detail to the background characters, all of the action scenes. It flows very nicely, a lot of bright colors, darker colors as well, nicely outlined, and character designs. I was impressed from the beginning to the end, and this just feels like an overall complete series. Like I said, I have not read anything from Astro Boy or this manga. Like I said, I have not read The Greatest Robot on Earth, the arc from Astro Boy, and this being reimagined from that. But it does feel really complete with its murder mystery, the complex world, the anti-war aspect to it, the characters within it. It does feel like a really rounded out, complete series. You know, at times there are a few little storylines that feel kind of extended, that felt a little unnecessary. But overall, for the most part, I was involved with this murder mystery. The inspector that was nicely developed throughout the way. Adam provided for a lot of fun, exciting moments, a likable character. But that sense of dread happened really early on, and then exploring that was a nice approach to it. So overall, Pluto and what it was trying to do with its stunning animation, it was a really good series, one that I recommend to anybody that's been watching a lot of Netflix anime series or just enjoys anime in general. I think this will be one that impresses a lot of people. So before I give you my score for Pluto, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer actions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. I'm going to go ahead and give Pluto a B+. Thank you guys for checking out my review for Pluto, the new Netflix anime series. Have you guys seen it by chance? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.